Good evening, guys. Hope you're well. We'll take questions from English-speaking media first, and then questions in Spanish after that. If I can ask you to raise your hand, we'll come to as many of you as we can. Obviously, it's a busy room. We'll do one question per organisation, please. Somewhere to start? Martin, just here, please.
Hi, Pep. You've had some good news in terms of Erling Haaland and Jack Grealish and Ake and Diaz as well. That's a boost for you, isn't it?
Yeah, they travel. We'll see tomorrow. But it's good news they are here, obviously.
You were talking to Jack Grealish quite a lot in the open bit of the training. How important can he be tomorrow night? Because he was playing so well in the first.
But he's able to play a really good game against, for example, FA Cup. But after have not consistency to play every week, 3 games a week, 6 games 2 weeks. So he was not able to do it. Hopefully, these 3 months and a half we have until the end of the season can get it.
Paul.
Hi, Pep. Obviously, it's not your first time here. You know how intimidating the atmosphere can be. How important is it that your players sort of focus on their game and try and shut that out as much as possible tomorrow?
In that level and against that teams, no matter the stage, the pressure is there, but it's more than welcome. You cannot perform well without the pressure. And it's what it is, not the first time. It depends how we play, how we handle it. The moments always in this stadium, in the biggest stadiums, no matter it's here in Barcelona, Milan, Anfield, always the moments that you have to suffer will be there. Try to reduce as less as possible.
John.
Pep, what is it going to take to turn this around? Do you need almost everything to go right?
Yeah, you have to make an almost perfect game, obviously. The result is not good. Always we came with a more or less good result, but the result is not the perfect situation. We have to attack, we have to score goals. This is the idea.
Pep, you've already started the renewal of your squad with all the signings you made in January. Is it fair to say that for some players, this might be their last chance with City in the Champions League, obviously with the summer changes you're thinking of as well?
No, I don't know. I would like to answer you, but it will be at the end of the season. Still, we have a lot to play to qualify for the Champions League next season. Of course, Europe right now, still we are there. FA Cup, the World Cup, and the end of the season, we take the decision.
But for the Champions League, this could be their last chance.
This season?
Yes.
Yeah. If we don't go through, definitely is the last chance. If I go through, we have another one. So, but in terms of the players for the future, no decision is not being made because it will depend how the performance will be until the end of the season.
Yeah.
Hi, Pep. You're obviously going to need big characters tomorrow night. Can I ask you about Erling Haaland's development on that side of his game? Obviously, he was given the captain's armband on Saturday. Have you seen real sort of growth in his leadership qualities?
Well, have been really important this season. But since I arrived, I would say three years ago, the numbers and the consistency in playing games have been unbelievable. But we had to perform not just Erling. So I always said before, your colleagues have to make almost a perfect game to go through. But it's the same, you have to go to Anfield or Arsenal right now, or go to Barcelona right now, or the big teams in Europe that qualify the top 8, I would say. If you go away, will be quite similar. Have to play a really good game, especially after the result we took in the first game.
Hi, Pep. All of the talk in the build-up to the game here in Madrid has been about referees. Real Madrid saying that they feel they get treated unfairly by match officials. Are you worried at all that all of this talk might affect the officials in charge of the game tomorrow night?
I don't think so.
Is there already a pressure on referees on such a big occasion?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure the referee when it's the scrutiny, you are in front of the whole Europe, all around the world. There's the human being that don't want to perform well because it's not just see you and me, it's see you whole planet. So, and that's why the decisions they want to take, they want to be good. But sometimes, it happens, sometimes it doesn't, but I don't think so they will feel the pressure.
Hi, Pep. You've obviously faced Real Madrid a lot over the years, always against good teams, never easy to win here. But given the circumstances with the scoreline, does this feel your hardest trip here? And if you can do it, would it then feel perhaps the biggest win you've got here?
I have an incredible good memories in this stadium, even sometimes good ones, sometimes not good ones, but always I had the good memories when coming here. Never have been easy when I was a football player with Barca, and after as a manager or Bayern Munich, City. Always have been tough. We know that, so the history is here. But always have a good memories. There's a good moments, and it's tough because of course the result is not the perfect one, but we came sometimes here with better results. At the end, didn't come. Sometimes come. So we have to do it, and we see how we behave.
Pep, just on the referee situation, are you happy if your players swear at a referee? Are you concerned they might be risking a red card, or do you think what happened at the weekend was an overreaction? Do you actually warn your players not to swear at referees?
I would not say never ever, but really I talk about the referees with my players. Maybe in the circumstances that the days before is something, is impossible to forget because it's in the vibe in the locker room, in the media, extremely hard. Most of the times I don't even know which the referee will be present. So yesterday was day off. This morning didn't talk about that with the team, and I assure you it's not going to happen tonight. It's not going to happen tomorrow.
Do one more question, English guys, just here, please.
Hi Pep, Alex Ashmore here for Sporty TV. You talked about those memories playing Real Madrid. What are some of the big takeaways from those games, perhaps the defeats that you've learnt and things that you want to change to try and do better tomorrow night?
You have to play with courage. You have to be yourself. What I learned in the years, like I was a football player with young player here, and we didn't get results. The moment we changed a bit the mentality, you have to play with incredible courage. You have to play to win the game. Otherwise, always you can lose, but always you are yourself. And the times we did really well here when they get results because we play to win the game.
Moving to
now
Spanish.
we don't have alternative for the result that we have in the first leg.
Moving to Spanish, please, guys. Just here at the front.
Hola, Pep. ¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes, una alegría verle de nuevo.
Good afternoon, it's great to see you here.
Hablando en inglés de un partido casi perfecto
talked about an almost perfect game for tomorrow,
recuerdos en el Bernabéu, ya sea ganando o
about
perdiendo.
good memories in Bernabéu, either losing or winning. Maybe when you see the press conference, the stadium, maybe this cheers you up. Maybe you think that your team has more odds to move on. Maybe it's not 1%. Maybe you have more odds to try to win the playoff. Well, the stadium has changed quite a lot. I was quite used to, not the old Bernabéu, but before all the civil works, and of course we spent maybe 2 years, and the corridor was a little bit different.
No,
nothing special. We'll have a good dinner. We'll prepare a good game. We haven't played. We haven't played just for 1 week, not 3 months or 1 year. So players know what we did well, what we have to improve, and we're working on it. Yep. We apologise. We're not here in the mic.
Preguntar a ti personalmente por esto, no sé qué le comentarías tú a Carlo sobre todo esto.
So what would you say about the 1%? Carlo said that you didn't believe that 1%. What do you think about it? No, I don't give my opinion. No, not at all.
No, yo creo que tenéis más.
I think that you have more odds. Well, this time I lied to you. For the first time, you didn't believe me. I always, when I say what I think, you don't believe me, but this time you're right. Well, what I said after the game in England, basically, and here, well, we were out, right? 2-3. I think that nobody thought that we could move on. That 1% was there. But as the weeks go by and days go by, you cheer yourself up. But it's not the best result, of course, in order to try to make it. But we'll try to, of course. We will try to move on, of course.
So
Carlos don't have to say anything before the game. I'm afraid the mic is not working either. So the good performance and the adaptation ratio that Julian has had in Spanish football, and on the other hand, if it's, at any time during these 4 or 5 months, maybe you have told you off not to keep him in your team. No, I really don't feel accountable for it. The club brought amazing players, and the opinion that I have is that he really thought and he really wanted to play all the minutes that he's playing right now that maybe he didn't have with us, and he decided to come to Atletico de Madrid. So the only thing I know from my side is that we're really happy that he's having such a good experience. He's playing a lot, he's scoring a lot of goals, and he has a great presence. I think that he helped us a lot accomplish something unique in our club, and he's a very good guy, and we're very happy that he's happy. This happens in life. Sometimes, of course, I would have liked that he continued with us, but he wanted to play more with Erling. It was typical for him, and of course, with the great amount of injuries that we've had this year, he would have played much more than previous year. But I think that it's a good ending for him in this situation. I know that he's happy. I haven't talked to him, but according to some people that I know he's happy, and that's the most important thing.
Guys, one here at the back and then one at the front here.
Yeah, hello, Pep. Melchor Ruiz, Cadena Cope. Hello, how are you? You've talked about the referees. It's not something that you are concerned about. I don't know if you saw what happened when Jude was sent off, that fuck you or fuck off. I mean, I wanted to ask you, well, you've been at Premier League for many years, and football, in the context, is it usual to say fuck off, and it's not as important as here? Maybe it has a different meaning, right? Maybe it's not as an insult to the referee, but just maybe you're blaming yourself. Well, my English is good, but I've never understood that fuck off or fuck you, so just give me a little more time in England so that maybe I will be able to understand it properly.
Ultimate pregunta, please.
Every single time there have been insults, since football is football, so decisions are made and they're made, period. I think he's asking about the translation, but I can't really hear him because he's not using the mic. The problem's not the translation, it's the intention. You should ask Jude what his intention was. Fuck you or fuck off. That's what it really counts. That's what it matters. Maybe you can insult someone with a great smile in your face, and maybe that wouldn't be that bad, right? What was his intention? Munuera, and the referee was Munuera Fernandez, right? I read that there's an investigation. Wow. Come on. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. It's the best thing we can do. Leave them alone.
Last one, please.
Pep, buenas tardes.
Pep, hello. Good afternoon. Eduardo for HSM Sports. City has been quite successful when you've been able to control the game. Maybe you feel that this season the team doesn't have that control, and why is this happening? Thank you. There are many reasons. But we are maybe we are the least reliable team this season. I don't have to say that. We've always been a machine. We can be beaten in minute 94, but we have been a machine for 8 years every 3 days. Nobody has done that in England in the history. But when I say that the situation is more difficult, I know my team. I do not lie to myself. I know when we are able to do that. Everything can happen in just one game. But I know what we've been able to do in the past, and I know what we are being able to do this year. So it was like you are winning 2-1. Well, maybe you could be 0-3 at the half time, and maybe we should have scored 7 goals in the previous games that we've played here. You never know in football, but I don't lie to myself. I know my team very good. I know what we were able of, but I know what we've been able to do this year. We're not that. Maybe we're not a solvent team. Maybe we're missing Rodri, of course. If we lose the best player in the world, of course that has to be a problem. So I won 3 titles with Barcelona. Would have we done that without Messi? Good question. I don't think so. But the point is that the 4 defenders have been together for 90 minutes and 3 months. Together, 3 months, 90 minutes. So this happens to Real Madrid, to Arsenal, this happens to many teams because of the season. It's unsustainable and there's an increasing amount of games and it's increasingly difficult. But even in that way, I haven't been able to find a way. We've always had issues. I've been a coach for 13 or 14 years, but we always found how to make things work. This season, up to now, we have not been able to do it. We are able to do very good things like last Saturday and to recover what we used to be, but it has been just sometimes. Let's see if we can recover this tomorrow and maybe we can turn things around. We have. We just want to win because we already lost. So to speak, we lost the first game. We have to play a little bit more than 90 minutes, and let's see if we were able to adjust some things that didn't work the first leg, and with the problems that they created. And let's see if we at least if we can at least scare them, and let's see what happens.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Buenas noches.